is society changing when it comes to infidelity? There are more reasons than you may think why women stray outside of their primary relationships. According to Ashley Madison, the #1 website worldwide for married dating and affairs, people sometimes stray to stay. Joining us now is Alicia Walker, a PhD and author of The Secret Life of the Cheating Wife, with the inside scoop about infidelity and how it pertains to folks here in Charm City. Alicia, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So first things first, you say that the reasons that people might stray, they go beyond just what we think in our imaginations. And Ashley Madison actually had a survey that co-signed that. Can you explain a little bit some of these reasons?
Sure. I, like everyone else, thought the reasons were very simple before I did the study. But what I found was more than half of the women I talked to were either in sexless marriages or marriages where the sex was not fulfilling. And so that drove them outside the relationship. Now, they got more from those relationships than just sex, but that was a primary motivator.
So that was a primary motivator, but then it continues because it's not just about the physical act.
Right. They talked about having these sort of friendly relationships with their outside partner. Sometimes that person can offer insight into your relationship with your spouse, how good it feels to feel desired and wanted, and somebody with similar interests or hobbies that you can have a good conversation with. So it is more than just sex, but sex may be the motivator.
And so we see Ashley Madison's figures here from that survey. So they talk about that, the new desires, the affection, the friendship, and that feeling of butterflies again. That's interesting. So when you were reading their survey findings and you have your own book and this research, there was a lot that co-signed each other, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Everybody I talked to said similar things to what we just saw on that graph. That feeling of butterflies came up again and again. I remember one woman I talked to said, it was difficult to keep that going in a marriage, you know? You just can't keep that kind of level of excitement and butterflies and newness that you can get in an outside partnership.
Was there something in the survey that surprised you? I think I read here, the respondents of the survey said that having an affair was worth it, by and large. That surprised me as a married woman. I was clutching my pearls a little bit, but it said, what was it, like 71%?
I believe it was 71. Yeah, I think it was 71%. Yeah, I found similar sorts of things in my book as well. And it is shocking, right? We think to ourselves, that sounds like so much work and so much time and the logistics of explaining where you're supposed to be, right? But the people I talked to said, I am cheating to stay in my marriage.
Talk about that, because I feel like a lot of people are going to watch this right now and be like, yeah, right, this is some hooey. But I mean, the survey said that a lot of people were straying to stay.
Yes.
Why stay if you want to stray?
That's an interesting question. And when I started the study, I had those same kind of questions myself. But what I found was these people are talking about marriages and relationships and families that really work very well. They love their partners. They don't want to not be married to their partner, but they're existing in some kind of sexual desert, if you will, where they've just gone years and years without any kind of sexual fulfillment. And so they say, you know, I came to this decision where either I have to cheat or I'm going to have to bust up my happy home and break my spouse's heart and take my kids away from their other parent, and they didn't want to do that. So for them, outsourcing the sex, if that makes sense.
Outsourcing, wow. Yeah.
Was a, you know, a legitimate, reasonable answer.
So as we're wrapping up, when people are reading your book, was there something that even you found surprising in your research?
Yes, so much was surprising. One of the big things was the fact that women talked a lot about maintaining multiple affairs. Wow. I kind of went in thinking, oh, they've got a husband and one person outside, but that was not the case for many of them. They were sort of juggling partners, and their reasoning made sense. They said, I've already put all my needs into one person and depended on them, my spouse, and that's not worked out for me. So why would I do that again?
My goodness.
In an affair?
Your book sounds fascinating.
Thank you.
If people want to get it, it's at anywhere bookstores or anywhere books are sold.
Yes, absolutely. You can get it on Amazon.
All right.
Yes.
Perfect. So check that out, The Secret Life of the Cheating Wife. You can also go to alicia-walker.com. We'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after the break. Stay tuned.